Hello and welcome to another video of everything I watched in this period of a month, February edition for 2023. And first off, I started the month with The Knock on the Cabin. I had a review on it. That was like my first video review. I didn't really like that video, to be honest, but it's there if you want to watch it. Really won't advise you to watch it, to be honest. But yeah, I watched Knock on the Cabin, and all in all, in summary, and yeah, in the last episode of this series, I mentioned it all hyped out. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Knock on the Cabin. The review's gonna come out, all of that, and just deflated me coming out of the theater because that movie was mid. I honestly didn't like it. I appreciate it more. Like after some time to think about it and everything, I actually appreciate the movie more. But honestly, mommy, I don't like that movie like that. Let me not lie. My rating still stays the same. I said it was either 4 or 5 out of 10. Maybe I just lean now more towards the 5, but yeah, didn't really like the film overall. And then, like the previous episode in the series, I watched Shrek 3 and I gave it another shot, and I slept off while watching it. Not throughout, I didn't sleep off throughout, but yeah, the movie sucks. The movie isn't good. It just trying to repeat what it already did. You've already done the invasion, you've already done the dragon killing someone at the end. You try and be different. But yeah, that's just it. Out of the bits I saw when I was awake, it had this one joke that I actually liked. Him being a father. And I don't know, that joke I think that was the only thing I really liked about the movie. It was just pretty funny. Even though basically sexual assault guy, But anyhow, yeah, I think I appreciate this movie a bit more. Not as good as the first two, but definitely not. Yeah, that's what I just said. It's not as good as the first two, but yeah. I don't see myself watching this show anytime soon again. Then I went to a trip. I traveled, and on my trip I watched Apocalypse Now, and this is straight going straight in as my second favorite Francis Ford Coppola film. Don't think anything beats Godfather 1 in my opinion. That movie is simply goated. One of the best films I've watched in my entire life. But I can't lie, this film is amazing. And personally, for a film that came out in I think 1979, I watched the final cut, which was 3 hours. Bro, this movie was too good. If you told me this movie came out 5 years ago, I'll believe you. It was so amazing. The performances, the final hour with Marlon Brando, that has to be the best on-screen performance I have seen in my life. Nothing I have seen ever comes close to that. He crushed it. That one scene that you don't even see his face, he's just giving this dialogue. This bro, if you didn't win something for that, the Academy is Jeez Louise. That scene was just insane. He scared me. And this was one of 2 films I watched about a psychopath, but this film, Marlon Brando, is just phenomenal. But the film is also chaotic. I just love how as I said in Babylon, I just love chaotic films. It's not as chaotic as Babylon, of course, but it is chaotic, and I just love films like that. And also I watched I think it was a GQ interview with Francis, and he was talking about the chaotic process of this movie. I watched it a long time ago. A disaster from the start, and I can't wait for Megalopolis, because Megalopolis 2 is looking like it's gonna be a disaster, and bro, fingers crossed that movie is good. And yeah, this film is really, really nice. Apocalypse Now, you should definitely go watch it. And then after that, I just breezed through the John Wick movies in anticipation for the new one. And to be fair, nothing much to say. It's just a really good action movie. I think I watched it at the point where I was saturated with action movies, and this was a breath of fresh air at the time. And the film is just done really well. It throws you in from the beginning. Just go in. Doesn't waste time. Just starts. And hopefully 4 gets better, because 3 wasn't really that good. I enjoyed 2. 3 wasn't really that good, and hopefully 4 is amazing. Then I watched Sicario by Denis Hill. I don't know if I'll get this guy's name. Denis Hill. Villeneuve. That's the only time I'm saying it. But yeah, this isn't my kind of movie. I just watched it because I saw Emily Blunt was in it. It was his movie, the director's movie, and I really like him. I liked Prisoners, and I saw Emily Blunt was in it, and Josh Brolin was in it, and even the Punisher, I've forgotten his name, he too was in it. And even when I was watching the movie, I just realized also Daniel Kaluuya was in it too, and I was like, he has all these actors I love, but it's the type of movie I do not really like. All these FBI, CIA, whatever, fighting terrorist films. It's just not for me. I'm not really fan. I like like spy espionages, like like the James Bond, like the spy movies. But I don't really like the FBI, whatever doing. Yeah, I don't know. They're very, honestly, I don't even know what to say, but like they're very meh for me. And that's just my own personal opinion, honestly. But yeah, but this one, I actually found this one a bit enjoyable, just a bit. Maybe it was the performances by the characters, or maybe just my bias towards the character that I really like. But yeah, I actually found this a bit enjoyable, and I was pleasantly entertained throughout the film. It's not one of my favorite movies of all time. It's never gonna win any of those awards. It's a film that I'll probably forget I watched in like a month's time, but honestly, I think I haven't forgot I watched this film. But like, yeah, it was an alright film, and if you're into it, it's good. If you're into these kind of movies, it's good. Yep. And the other film about the psychopath I was talking about was The Last King of Scotland. And honestly speaking, I do not understand how my father allowed my sister and I to watch this film when we were younger. Well, me personally, I was too young to understand even what happened, but I remembered, I don't know whether it was this movie or some other movie, there was this scene and there was a boat with like dead people frozen, and like he was a cannibal. Maybe it was this film and they cut it out. I watched on Disney Plus, but still, even if I watched on Disney Plus, there were still like some horrific scenes. But still, the performance from what's his name? Oh, Forrest Whitaker. I think it's Forrest Whitaker. I probably messed that up. But the performance from him was, I think he won an Oscar for it, and he deserved it, man. Like, his performance was amazing. He killed it as that psychopath. And yeah, I also have to say a point about this movie. I know there's this scene, I'll just play the scene.
This was all I came. I will go to Africa and I will play the white man with the natives. Is that what you thought? We are not a game.
But yeah, like, he had a point. Even my sister, after watching the movie and I was talking to her about it, she was just she was like you guys come to Africa not knowing that us we have our own rubbish, and I think you can come here and have fun. No more this country. Most African countries is not a place that you can go and have fun. It will mess you up. Then on the same trip, I watched LA Confidential, and I was just tired while watching this, so I really didn't pay attention till like the final hour. So I don't really want to talk too much about it. But one thing I will say about this film is that Russell Crowe and Kevin Spacey, they looked almost like, I'm not even lying, they look so similar. Like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, who is, like, obviously I can tell, but there were some bits that I was like, wait, is this Kevin Spacey? Is this Russell Crowe? I don't know. But yeah, it's a film that I would love to watch again, because it reminded me of The Nice Guys, maybe because of Russell Crowe. But like, it reminded me so much of The Nice Guys, and yeah, and I like The Nice Guys, so maybe I'll try this again sometime. Then I watched Taxi Driver, which is definitely not my favorite Martin Scorsese movie. It's not winning any award for that. I went into this film thinking that it was gonna be like, if you've played the Mafia games, especially Mafia 1, it's literally about a taxi driver that became a mafia goon or henchman or whatever. So I thought that this movie was gonna be that. It's not that. It's not that. It's such a weird film. I like it. I actually liked it because like I really paid attention for this film, because I watched this after LA Confidential, and I actually paid close attention to this movie, every detail, everything, and I really liked it. It was a really nice film, but it was so strange. Maybe it's because like my expectations, it just shocked me, because I knew nothing going into it, and I was just like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's not bad. Robert De Niro was really good in it. Oh my gosh, Robert De Niro was amazing in this film. But yeah, it's not, I don't know, not my, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's really good, but not my favorite. Nowhere near my favorite. But like, yeah, really good film overall. And yeah, I watched Castaway. I don't know. I just thought that this movie was gonna be like, I just thought that this film was gonna be like Lord of the Flies or like Robinson Crusoe. I thought he was gonna just like, be doing some, Minecraft. I don't know, some like just trying to survive. But this movie just blew past me. It's a pretty long film, 2.5 hours, and it just, I don't know, maybe I was just expecting the wrong thing, like Taxi Driver. I was expecting the wrong thing, and it just blew past me. I don't know. So I honestly, it just, this movie was just strange. I don't know. It wasn't strange. It's just that, like, I don't know. I just expected the wrong thing. I went into it expecting one thing and got a completely different thing. It had elements of what I expected, but it wasn't what I wanted. But I'm not gonna like discredit it for that. It was an okay movie. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But do you know one thing that really grinds my gears about this film is the fact that he never opened that last FedEx box. Like, why were you saving it? Like, I don't care. Why are you saving the FedEx box? Like, it could be anything. And yeah, after a bit of research, I just realized that an earlier draft of the film was supposed to like have, I don't know, like survival stuff in that box. I'm happy they removed that because that would have been rubbish. And this is also a movie directed by the same person that did Forrest Gump, and personally I enjoyed Forrest Gump, but I didn't really like this film as much as Forrest Gump. I didn't like it as much as Forrest Gump, and I know people who have different opinion, blah 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 blah, but that's my opinion personally. Honestly, I cannot even lie. This movie, I just felt no ginger for it. Like the day it came out in my country, like where I stay, I just didn't want to watch it again. Like, if I didn't make plans with my friend already, I won't have watched this film. And I haven't really felt the buzz for any MC movie since Love and Thunder. I think because that movie, I was so hyped for it. I was so excited and hyped for Love and Thunder, and it just deflated me. Maybe that's why I just feel like, even me personally, I didn't like Wakanda Forever. Like, my favorite Marvel movie that came out last year was definitely Multiverse of Madness, which I really enjoyed actually. I don't know why people hated it so much. Yeah, I understand, like, it was also like how I didn't really like Taxi Driver or Castaway, the expectation versus what you actually get. But yeah, there was an alright movie, Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, this film, Quantumania, I just didn't like it. I just got nothing from it. It's like, when you leave a theater, whether a movie is good or bad, you get something. You have this feeling of fulfillment, like, oh, this movie was rubbish, or oh, this movie was really nice. But I was just like, is this movie over? I was just confused for it. There are some things I really enjoyed. Jonathan Majors was really nice in it. I liked his Kang. It's always nice to see Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas. I love those two characters. And also, one thing I really liked about it was the fight scene at the end. It was just really nice. It was just like, I don't know, it just felt like a more real fight. Jonathan Majors was just beating up the fight just felt real. And like, there was actually blood. Even with this dude, what's his name? MODOK. When they were beating him up, you could, like, I don't know, I haven't watched an MC movie in like a really long time, but I just felt like there was more blood in this film. Okay, and now for TV shows, and I'm gonna start off with what everyone's watching, The Last of Us. Like, it's so consistently good. I do not understand how they're not missing, but I'm just gonna go with it and appreciate it. If you're not watching this, what are you doing? This is one of the best shows out right now, so go watch it. It's really nice. But for the TV shows that I have finished, or something that not everyone's watching right now, I finished Vox Machina, which I mentioned in the previous episode, and it's a really good show. Personally, I do not prefer it to season 1. Maybe it's just a bit of bias because Percy didn't get enough screen time. He didn't get any character development as well compared to the other characters, which everyone got like their little arc or whatever. I don't know. But maybe because he had his own in season 1, but I need more Percy. He's so cool. But regardless, seeing everyone grow in this season, seeing where they came from, seeing how they came to be who they are, it was just really nice, and I highly recommend it. I'm happy it's on Amazon because that means we can have 10 billion seasons of Vox Machina. They have all the money in the world, and I can't just wait for season 3 after the cliffhanger. And finally, off the top, I'm just going to talk about Fleabag. I started Fleabag because I heard my favorite podcast, they brought it up in a conversation. Shout out the Weekly Planet. I always see this thing. I didn't really like Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like, I don't know, it's just one of those things that you see someone, you don't like the person, but hey, I like her now. She's so cool, she's so funny. I can't wait to watch and see her in film, what's it called, Indiana Jones. I'm just really excited to see that movie now that I know that she's such a likable person. I just started season 2. It's just really funny. It's really nice. We'll finish it soon, but season 1 was really, 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 really good. And yeah, I'm gonna actually end this video off with a movie, and that film is Cocaine Bear, which I dropped a review of yesterday. You know, like the time when I'm recording this. But yeah, Cocaine Bear was really nice. If you want my full review, check out that video. Really nice, fun movie. I'm happy everyone's loving it. I hope it wins this box office. Really nice, fun film. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I actually wanted it to be like 7 minutes long, but I went on for like more than double that runtime. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. You've probably like exited now and watching the next video. But yeah, I'm still rambling. But yeah. That's just my opinions at the end of the day. Let me know what you think down below in the comment down below. But let me know what you think down below and what you watched this month, even though you guys don't really do that. But like, yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.